Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pay attention to you, baby. What do you think? You want that? You want to be the center of everyone's attention? Eh? You want attention, baby? What are you doing? Stop doing that, baby. I don't know what's working. So, I don't know what's working. I'm just gonna say this, though. Okay? Borderlands 3 had an advantage over Borderlands 3 allowed you to automatically sell loot. I am so rich in Borderlands 3, it's insane. Like, I want to play Borderlands 3. Not this one. Borderlands 3. Borderlands 3, has... Which, I don't understand why they didn't bring it back. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. You're just pussy. Look, if of all the streamers going on, the one I would probably agree with the most is Asmongold, not Hassan Piker or Frogon the Hutt or whatever. Yeah, nah. Okay. Poppy? Where'd you go, Poppy? So did it work? They're all just going after each other. The lot of them. They're all... Okay, let's see. I don't even know... Like, I fully don't even understand what it is with Hassan Piker. Like, I don't get it. Yeah, but this one is just, like, insane. Like, on a level that's just... Come on, you want to unlock... Like, the thing is, the amount of money you make in this game, you need to basically... Hundreds of hours just to grind for this. And the last one is, like, I still have almost 100 million in gold left. And you're doing chaos dungeons, which, I'm sorry, absolutely suck. I don't know. Every now and then I hear his name come up, and he's going after Frogan, and Frogan's going after Casey, whatever, and Sosa's going after so-and-so, and Ethan Klein, who I keep confusing with Hassan Piker, are going after each other, and it's like, I don't care what you guys are doing to each other. You guys are all a bunch of idiots. Flat out. And the only reason I even care about Frogan is because she's embarrassing. Like, why aren't there any more base, normal Muslims out there? Why are there so many crazies? They're like, I'm a socialist. And yeah. I have no idea how... Look, I don't watch other people playing video games, okay? I just know about them from, like, watching Hypnotic's live stream. Not the one where he plays video games, just talks video game news, because I like to keep up with what's going on in the world of video games. So, like, I'll watch, like, Smash JT. What's nice about Real Hypnotic is he has timestamps, too. Whereas Smash JT, you gotta, like, fast forward through his hellos and his pre-stream legends. Whereas with Hypnotic, he's like, okay, this is the pre-stream legends, and then he's like, this is the fast topic, so he's a lot easier, cause yeah. But I like to hear the latest in video gaming news, what's going on in the world of video games. But I don't like watching other people play video games because I rather play video games myself. Okay, the only time I watch other people play video games is if I'm, like, interested in the game, so I want to see what type of footage the game is. That's about it, okay? Like, the state of the game or something. No, it doesn't! It does not promote that! That's the problem! Okay, cause it doesn't promote it! Okay, this is my theory. You want to know what my theory is? I think the wokeness... So a lot of people are confusing. I think the wokeness is what's destroying the Muslims. All right? It's like all the other cultures and, like, different groups of people. Wokeness is destroying everything, okay? I don't know. The problem is I confuse Hassan Piker and Ethan Klein, so I have no idea which one is which, and honestly, like I said, I don't care. One of the things that I find hilarious are all the people are like, we need to ban Muslims and we need to get... It's like, you know, Muslims have been living in this country for decades and you didn't even know we existed. The problem is, and I think it is wokeness. I think we have this generation of young Muslims who are like, oh, I'm a victim. Everybody wants to be a victim. Marginalize me and all that. And it's like, before that, Muslims were some of the most based people you ever find who came from other countries, right? And who have this like if you look at the older generation of Muslims, right, there's just like, you do good in school, based, boring, you know, normal people, right? Then you come along and you got all these spoiled little brats who are getting influenced by woke, who are like, I'm a marginalized person. It's like, it's usually the kids who are like 20 years old, right? The young Muslims who are like 20 years old who are like, oh my God, the discrimination. It's like, you're 20. You don't even remember 9/11, right? You're like a spoiled little brat who thinks the world owes you everything because you're a poor Muslim. It's like, and the majority of the dumbest Muslims I've ever met, oh, they both look the same. I have no idea. I will be honest, I know nothing about them. I said, I don't know anything about Ethan Klein. I really don't know much about him. Like, my dad immigrated. Yeah, and the thing is, and then you see these, it's the wokeness. The wokeness comes in, and it just messes with everything. And it's like, now you're teaching these Muslims that they're like they're victims and they're marginalized, and nobody uses those terms, you know. So I think it's like I said, my dad immigrated to this country like decades ago, right? And in fact, you want to know why most Muslims aren't Republican anymore? It's because of the Gulf War in 2000. Identity politics, yes. Identity politics is what's ruining everything. And all of the most annoying, bratty Muslims you will find, like Frogan. Frogan, what, is 20 years old, 25? Okay. What is Frogan, like 20, 25? And yet somehow, because she's Muslim, she's this horrible, like, it's like, okay. So there are all these young Muslims who think they're such victims and everybody in America hates them and oh my God. It's like, and they don't have a backbone, whereas at one point it was like, no, nobody. I disagree. Hey, egg roll, hey, whatever. Hey, look, like I said, anyone wants me on Talk Gaming, I love talking gaming. I am more into the video gaming stuff. I'm gonna die. This dude is annoying. One sec. Frogan is 28? Well, still a spoiled brat. I'm sorry, but that girl got nothing. Plus, I don't know. I said most of them, though, I don't know. I said most Muslims were actually Republican until the Gulf War. Because, you know, where they're coming from and all that. I don't know. They're all 20. Oh, well, Ethan Klein, Hassan Piker, them, I don't know anything about. Frogan, even 28, you don't remember anything about 9/11. You don't know anything about just, you're a woke, you're jumping on the woke bandwagon because you think it gives you advantages. Okay. As for Ethan Klein and all those libtards, like I said, I don't know. I just know a lot of the younger Muslims are spoiled little brats who using identity politics to get themselves benefits, right? Okay, that's my... If she could climb the stairs... I remember it. My dad was in the city at the time. I don't know. I don't know anything. Let me be clear. I know nothing about Ethan Klein. I know nothing about Hassan Piker. I don't care about them. Every now and then I'll see clips of them acting like spoiled brats, but I don't really know anything about them. So I don't know anything about them. Frogan, all I know is the stupid stuff she said. And it's through other people. I don't watch Frogan either. I'm not going to watch Frogan. The stuff she said about the military and the troops was disgusting and deplorable. The fact that now you're saying that they're not, now she's facing a lawsuit because apparently she plays other people's content. It's like, really? How stupid? Nah, I don't do that. Like that tells me you're lazy. This whole attitude of this I'm a, marginalized identity politics BS, where they're using identity politics to their benefit kind of attitude. They're like, see, I'm a minority and marginalized and I deserve special treatment, yada, yada, yada. Whatever. I don't care. I have no idea who these people are. I really don't know. The only reason I know about Frogan is because of her stupid statement about hoping that American troops get PTSD. And I was like, that's disgusting. You're a deplorable human being. And then I find out she's some libtard who's all into the identity politics stuff. And I've seen a lot of Muslims jump on the identity politics bandwagon because it makes them special. And it's like everybody wants to be the victim. So this whole victim narrative thing. So I've seen all these young Muslims who think that, the identity politics stuff. And it's like, you don't believe half that stuff. If you're actually believing Muslim, yeah. So the view about Islam is this, right? It is a sin. It is 100% a sin. But on the other hand, you're not supposed to be cruel to people, okay? So like I said, I've said this many, many times, all right? I don't agree with the lifestyle. It goes against my religion 100%. Okay, but I'm not going to condemn you for it, and I'm going to treat you like a human being, and I don't care what you do in your life. Okay, it's none of my business what you do in private. All right, as long as you don't shove your stuff, your way of life on me. So like, if a lesbian comes up to me and hits on me, I'm like, excuse me, I don't swing that way. Then I'm like, okay, your sexuality means absolutely nothing to me unless you're dating somebody. Why do I need to know who you sleep with? All right. So that's my view. Now, is it the thing that's important is, okay, yeah, the reason it's important is, the only thing that's important is I need to be clear where Islam stands on things, okay? I have to be absolutely clear what Islam says. I'm not going to lie, because then a young Muslim might hear what I say and get the wrong idea. So I have to be clear. For example, bacon. Bacon is 100% haram. If you eat it, I don't care. You do you, boo. It's up to you. All right? I listened to multiple imams talking about it, and they all said the same thing. You aren't supposed to be cruel. You are supposed. So if you see somebody who is gay, who's being mistreated, you're supposed to stand and stop that, okay? Because as a human being, you do not treat somebody who is gay with cruelty, okay? But on the other hand, Islam also says very important thing, and that is you do not brag about committing sin. All right? If you commit sin, you do it in private, which is when you get so if you are a Muslim and you cannot control yourself and you have a same-sex relationship, you're not supposed to brag about it. Okay? It's like if a Muslim starts drinking alcohol, right? They're not supposed to go around bragging about how they're a Muslim and they drink alcohol. You do your sin in private. You beg for forgiveness from God in private. If you commit a sin, which is why a lot of the Muslim countries, they're not throwing people off of buildings. The entire pig is haram. Anything made out of pig is haram. Islam is okay. So one of the biggest problems that we have right now is we're dealing with, first of all, a lot of Arab culture. If it's kosher, it's fine. Which is why, you know, Jewish food is cool. I like... Muslims and Jews have a lot more in common. So one of the big problems we have, first of all, is a lot of Muslims, a lot of the stuff that we confuse Islam with is an Arab culture. Okay? So a lot of things, like, that people call Islam isn't Islam. Because keep in mind, Arabs and the Middle East are a minority of the Muslims in the world. People don't know this, but less than 15% of Muslims are Arab. Most Muslims are not Arab. People connect the two of them because the Quran is written in Arabic, and a lot of Muslims who aren't Arabs. I mean, Iran isn't Arab. I bet you all these people on the woke tars don't even know that. Iran is not an Arab country. Okay? They don't speak Arabic. And they are not Sunni Muslim. They are Shiite. Shia are the only Muslims that allow transition, and it's Iranians, and that is only one Muslim section. The vast majority of Muslims are Sunni, and they are 100% against it, and except in the rare medical condition, like Imam Khalif. Imam Khalif is 100% halal for her, or for him to get treatment to be male. Okay, okay. So Islam is a religion, okay? The Middle East are Arabs. Now, the way to put it is this way. The majority of Arabs are Muslim, but not the majority of Muslims aren't Arab, okay? So like 95% of Muslims, 95% or like 90% of Arabs are Muslim. Most Arabs are Muslim, okay? But most Muslims are not Arab, okay? Here I'm teaching about Muslimness. And hamburgers are not, beef burgers made kosher or halal are fine. I've had hamburgers. Okay, I'm like confused. So yeah, I know that all I know about what's going on is this, what the other people have spoken about, is that, what are their names? The Frogad, Casey Trod, I think Ethan, and one other, were admitting to, like you said, to taking other people's views away from him, using his own thumbnail to take views from him, and that's wrong. I would never do that. That tells me a lot about the type of person you are if you're doing that. So I don't agree with what Frogan is doing. I also do not agree with some of the horrible things that Frogan has said. Frogan has said some really horrible things that are 100% deplorable. The things she said about the troops are disgusting. On top of that, there is a lot about woke that does not mesh with Islam. I cannot go on and say I would 100%. I'm like, look, my view is simple. You want to do with your life what you want to do, but that does not mean I'm going to promote it. Okay? I'm going to treat you well. I'm going to treat you like a person. I don't agree with some choices you've made in your life. They're 100% against my religion, but that's exactly like, I work with a lot of people who drink alcohol. Many of them I consider my friends. People they know I have their back 100%. They drink alcohol. Alcohol is 100% forbidden. But you cannot embrace a lot of the wokeness that 100% goes, and then you have to keep in mind that your behavior influences other Muslims. When I wear the hijab and I go on live stream, right, I'm going to influence Muslims. And so that's why, for example, I have said multiple times, there's things I cannot lie about, okay? And I'll post about it on X. I will make clear the rulings regarding things, okay? Bacon is forbidden. Alcohol is forbidden. Frogan is evil. And the thing is, you don't, and the thing is also, there's things you also just don't say. You just don't behave in that way. You don't say that. Okay, fine, Frogan, you don't say those things. So, I'm gonna be good. I don't care what you do in your life, but like I said, I will be clear what Islam says about things, okay? I have to be. Because I'm an example, and when people see me, they see me as an example of Islam. Yes, you can. So, it depends on how it is slaughtered, but yes, you can. If it's slaughtered correctly, like it... I don't know anything, like I said, I've never watched her. I really... All I know about Frogan is what she said about, like, the first of all, being lazy and stealing somebody else's content. That I'm 100% against. I've you know, I've played clips and stuff, but I've always commented on it. I have never moved away and let somebody else's video run in the background. I would never do that, okay? That's wrong. I would never do that. And the comments she made about the military. Even if you disagree with the conflict going on, you do not wish horrible things on American troops. You were a spoiled American brat, and you said those horrible things. So no, I do not like Frogan. I have never watched Frogan. I'm not going to watch Frogan. I think she's embarrassing. I'm not jealous of Frogan. I don't like Frogan. I really don't like Frogan, okay? Let me be clear. I do not like Frogan. 100%. My issue with Frogan is she is embarrassing. She's like Rashida Tlaib or Ilhan Omar, who you look at me like, how are you even Muslim? You act like, you don't even act like a Muslim. You're an embarrassment for Muslims. Okay? You support things that you shouldn't support. Transitioning minors is something 100% against Islam. And against common sense. Wokeness and identity politics goes against Islam. Islam is really based in... Oh, for God's sake. Oh, for the love of God. But as for the Microsoft stuff, I actually may know somebody who might be who potentially could be affected by it. One sec, let me get rid of the chance. So, I said, I just want to be clear, I don't agree with Frogan. I think any sane Muslim would be very anti-woke. I don't like identity politics. I really don't like identity politics. Nah, you? I just don't go to movie theaters very often is the thing. Like, I just don't go to movie theaters. Maybe when it comes out on streaming. First off, I don't own a car. Second of all, I make below the poverty level, okay? So, like, the cost of a movie ticket is enough to feed Minnie for like a week. So, I'd rather feed Minnie than... And third, I just play video games all the time. So, like, when I can. This week I didn't play that much because I was just so tired from work. I've I've said this before. You want to surprise people and like completely subvert expectations in a Jurassic movie, gas station burrito. I love that name. A gas station burrito. You want to completely subvert people's expectations when it comes to Jurassic Park. Okay? You make it so that everybody goes to Jurassic Park, has a nice day at the park, and then everyone's on the edge of their seat going, when are the dinosaurs going to attack? When are the dinosaurs going to attack? When are the dinosaurs going to attack? And then the dinosaurs never attack. People are like, huh? The thing is, I don't like going out. I actually went to a big formal Republican thing a couple days ago. Same. I play video games. What was it that I was doing recently? Oh, I've been watching a lot of Warhammer 40k YouTubers talking about Warhammer 40k. Wes Hammer's videos. So I think if I do one more run, I'll be able to level up one more time. So I'll be able to get to 19. I have it all written out. Right here. Okay. So I am at 13. Ooh, I guess... You know what? I guess that's... I guess that would be an appropriate way to describe it if I think what blue balls I think it means. But no, but especially Warhammer 40k, because Warhammer 40k is really, really cool. There's just no words to describe how cool Warhammer 40k is. Every time you think you've managed to reach the pinnacle of cool, you listen to another lore video about Warhammer 40k and you go, damn, no, I was wrong. I have not yet reached the pinnacle of cool. There is just absolutely nothing that is as cool as Warhammer 40k. Period. The Emperor of Mankind is just awesome beyond words. The Primarchs are awesome beyond words. The Space Marines, the Hives, everything about War. I'm a big fan of the Mechanicus. I want a Jeep or a massive truck because I am 5'1". So I want a vehicle that has me towering over everybody else. I want a vehicle that's so high that I'm like above everybody else, okay? Because I am so short and it is so hard to see when you're in those low vehicles. I want like a Jeep. I think I know what it means. I have my suspicions in regards to the male reproductive and not being able to get what he wants kind of thing. So 9,846. Yes, which I know where it comes from. If I am guessing correctly, it is connected to the male anatomy and becoming, but not being able to go through with it, is what it means. Right, baby? The most important thing yet? What most important thing yet? You mean regarding Borderlands? Or what? Exactly. My brain is freezing. The thing is, it cut out, so I don't remember. Oh, Mina? She's right over here. You the baby kitty. You want me to get the baby kitty? I'll get the baby kitty. I know how to get the baby kitty. You want me to get the baby kitty? I'll show you how to get the baby kitty. Come on. All right, you want to try to make the baby kitty happy? How's the baby? Say hi. Say hi, baby. Show them your little pawsies. All right, this is how you make the baby. This is how you make the baby happy. All right. This is how you make. Okay, you want to make the baby happy? You want to make the baby happy? Come on, show off, baby. Yeah, see? Look, all right. Get your bowl. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Are you happy now? This is for you. This is for you, Fanny. Fanny Willis Booty. This is for you. This is for Fanny. See? Yum, yum. Yum, 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 yum. What is this? This is chicken with scallop. Chicken with scallops. Is good, your baby? Yum, yum. She's got little toe beans. Num, num, num. You happy now? Yeah, she's happy now. She is so happy. Are you happy? Are you happy now? Fanny, this is for you. Yum, yum. Are you happy now? You're happy? Kitty's happy. You happy now? All right, let's get the rest in. All right. It's churu treats. All right, you happy now, baby? Don't chew on the plastic. All right, you happy now? This is how you get the cat happy, all right? Give her treats. This little monster is a vacuum cleaner. Okay. Did you baby little baby? You finished. Yum yum. Yum yum yum. There we go. Now I gotta put it in my pocket or she'll find it and eat it. I swear. There we go. That is how you make the kitty cat happy. You give her yum yums. Are you happy now? You're happy now? You're very happy? You're happy? Who's happy? Who's happy? You're happy? You're happy? Baby's happy? Alright, you're happy? There we go. She's very happy now. She's a very happy girl. Yeah, she's a happy girl. Are you happy now? Happy? This is for Fanny. Okay? Make her happy. Him, her, it, they, she. Oh, you baby. This is a girl. You're a girl. You're an expensive girl. Right? Yeah? Now she's purring. There we go. See? This is how you make a kitty cat happy, okay? Kitty cat is now happy. Alright? There we go. She's actually a very pretty girl, too. She's a very pretty girl. Are you a pretty girl? You're a pretty girl? You should show off your circle pattern. She's got a circle pattern. She doesn't have the stripes like Buster did. She's got circles. There we go. Happy cat. All right. There we go. Happy cat. That's how you make a cat happy. Let's do it. I need to do this 2 more times and then I can go up another level. And that will bring me up to level 18. And it's up to 23. Now the thing is, you have to, by the way, first of all, kill something with a gun. You cannot use melee initially or you will ruin it. So, because you need to, basically what happens is when you first start with the goblin pickaxe, you need to set the amount of money you make per hit. If you don't, you will get 1 gold per hit, and it is such a pain in the butt. And so that's the thing. So everyone is talking like so about the state of Microsoft. And the thing is, I don't know. A lot of people are very angry about some of the games being canceled. But at the same time, these are games that have been in development hell. A part of me is thinking that they're going through and saying, okay, what is it like? Okay, so part of me is thinking, right? You know, every one of these games has been in every game that has been in development hell for like 10 years has not made their money back. And so my guess is they went through and they said, all right, this game, I mean, I don't know all of the games, but like, for example, games that have been in development for 10 years. And they're like, okay, well, how much is it going to cost to continue it? And then they're like, all right, we're just going to cut it. Like, the thing is, I don't fully know, and I don't think we fully know everything of what's going on either. Because, for example, I'm finding out that my brother's department, he works in cloud, in Microsoft, might be among those cut. So that's not even gaming, that's cloud. Now, we haven't heard everything yet from him. But some of these games have been in development for a very long time. I'm not... I don't know. That's the other... That's why I'm thinking, like... That's why I'm not... I'm more cynical and less, oh my god, jobs are being lost. I'm more of a, what jobs are being lost, what's going on kind of thing. Because sometimes there's a lot more to it than we know. I mean, we all saw what that Perfect Dark game looked like. On the other hand, I'm not happy with Microsoft not releasing physical copies. Oh, I did not mean to do that, but... I'm really worried about Borderlands 4. That's one of those games that I was actually really looking forward to. But at the same time, not looking forward to. Yeah, Bubby? Puppy? Did you like the yummy treats? Has your toy come in the mail yet? She's got a toy coming in the mail. Look, there was a sale at Chewy. The only... I'm tired of that. The thing is, okay, even if your entire audience was a bunch of chuds, between Borderlands and Destiny, I'm really depressed. Like, the only thing I like is I'm hearing that people are calling out the content creators of Destiny 2, and they're like, you guys are all getting paid by Bungie, and your video YouTube channels depend on people being hyped for Destiny 2. Like, nobody mentioned it, and no big YouTubers mentioned it, but the fact that Sam Winkler, the guy who did Borderlands 3... Yes! No, but the thing is, okay, the problem is they keep forgetting who their audience is. Alright? The majority of women who like these games, okay, like male fantasy games. Like, look at me, okay? Just look at me. I'm not your typical female, okay? I won't deny it, alright? I'm not this, that, I'm just, okay? Alright? So for me, the girly games I don't like. I don't like the feminizing garbage. I don't like any of that, alright? I don't like cozy games. I want my male fantasy. Okay? That's what I like. But I'm an exception to the rule. You need to keep in mind... Meanie, what are you doing? Meanie, what you doing? Meanie, what you doing? Meanie, what you doing? Like, I do not play... And you can look at my Steam library. It would probably not meet you, like, fit your expectations. Okay? Might. Melee to death. Because I get gold. Alright, you want... Okay, fine. Let's take a look at Cat's crazy game library, alright? Here's a baby. Alright. Let's look at my game library. What do I have? Console storage. Installed on my console. Another Crab's Treasure, which is a kind of like... Souls-like kind of... Baby Souls like Arc Runner, Astrobot, Axiom Verge, Biomutant, Borderlands 3, Borderlands the Handsome Collection, Bloodborne, Blasphemous, Black Myth Wukong, Borderlands 3, this is one of the PS4, one is the PS5, okay? Borderlands Game of the Year Edition, so basically Borderlands 1. The only girly game I have is Cat Quest 3. Code Vein, Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII, Diablo 3, Destiny 2, Destiny, Days Gone, Darksiders Genesis, Diablo 4, Diablo 2, Epic Mickey Rebrushed because it was dirt cheap, Doom, Geometry Wars, Final Fantasy VII, Elect 2, Doom Eternal, Doom 2, Ghost Runner, Godfall, Grime, Hades, Helldivers, Lies of P, Journey to the Savage Planet, Immortals of Avium, Hogwarts Legacy. Nah, Astrobot is definitely not cozy. Oh, no. Astrobot is definitely not cozy. Hey, Zenny. Especially when you get to the harder levels, hell, it's not cozy. Helldivers 2, Moonlighter, Near Replica, Path of Exile, Rage 2, Returnal, Resogun, Remnant 2, Salted Sanctuary, Sega Genesis Classic, Skull, Skyforce, Source of Madness, Tales of Kanzara Zao, Stray is cozy. Yes. Final Fantasy, Stranger of Paradise, Stellar Blade, Deathwing, Space Hulk, Lord of Rings, Return to Moria, The Surge, Technomancer, Thymesia, Tiny Tina's Wonderland, Warhammer 40k, Inquisitor Martyr, Bolt Gun, Warframe, The Division 2, that's the rest of Inquisitor Martyr, Space Marine 2, Warhammer Chaos Bay, Wayfinder, and Ys Lacrimosa of Dana. I don't even know why that's on there. I don't remember downloading it. So I'm just going to say that my game library is really not the cozy game library, right? It's not something you expect for most girlies to play, okay? I'm not gonna deny it, okay? Hey, Zeddy. Die, Sand Eater of Death. Split Fiction, yes. I need to buy it still. PS5 or Xbox? Where am I getting that for? Yeah, that's what I needed to know. The only reason I hadn't got it yet was I didn't know what console to get it on. PS5 or Xbox? PS5 or Xbox? pew, pew. Give me all your stuff. Give me all your stuff. All right, I gotta go faster. Faster, faster, faster. I gotta go faster. All right, let's go faster. All right, let's go faster because I need 13,122,000 to get to the next level. All right. On PS5 or Xbox? I am not doing anything until I finish this goddamn trophy. If it's the last thing I do, I'm getting... Fanny, did you see me give the mini treats? I gave the mini treats, and it was just for you. I gave her treats. I even had the wrapper. I have the wrapper. Thank you for the $10 super chat. I got the wrapper. Okay, I got the wrapper. I just gave this to Minnie. Churu. Irresistible churu. This is chicken with scallops recipe. She just ate this. And I'm putting this in my pocket because if I throw it in the garbage, she's going to try and eat it. Okay? Oh, it has crossplay. Okay, it doesn't matter what console. I am not playing anything until I get this goddamn trophy. And then I'm going to post a picture of it and be like, Hypnotic, this is me beating one a game. Faster. Let's do this. But yeah, that's my game library for you, and that's on PS5. Now, I do have Expedition 33. No, that was not an older rapper. Go back to the... rewind the stream and you will see for yourself I fed the kitty cat treats. It was on camera. You can see her little toe beans. She's got little toe beans. Little coffee beans. Come on. Give you baby. I hear you, baby. I want to play something with more shooting and killing. I feel denied my killing. I was actually curious to see what is the state of Destiny 2. Yeah, sweet cat eating it. Oh god, that's a girly thing. Look, I even got the I feed her, and I feed her Fussy Cat. You have any idea how expensive Fussy Cat is? That is expensive cat food. I feed her expensive cat food. She eats better than I do. Okay, you want crazy stories about cats? You want crazy stories about cats? This guy is annoying. But he's going to die right now. Like I said, there. What's your baby? What's the matter, baby? Okay. So you know the sour straw candy? I had a wrapper. You want to know what's Zenny? You want to know what this crazy little lunatic did? Okay. You know the sour straw candy? All right. I think I have a packet around here. Right? Sour candy. No, I don't have a packet right here. I had a wrapper, okay, of that sour straw candy. And I'm like, there's no way the cat is going to eat it. You baby? You baby? You can climb up here for yourself, okay? I'm not, no. You baby? Wait, all right. Did your toy come in the mail yet? Where's my phone? Well, isn't that what's his name, dude? Okay, 1 sec. Did her treat get delivered yet? My package has arrived. Also, her fussy cat has arrived. Awesome. Okay. Wait, didn't that Zohan, what's his name? Wasn't he a rapper and a failed rapper at that, and everyone was making fun of his rapping or something? Damage reduction. I'm a cutie patootie and everybody takes my side because I'm a cutie. What was that? Hey, baby. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I did give the kitty cat treats. I did give the treats. I did give the kitty cat treats. Oh. Look, I need to get, okay, I need to get to 13.12 million, okay? I need to. You don't understand. I'm not gonna stop until I get this platinum trophy, okay? I even came up with controller setting modifications to make this easier. Check out this gun. Check out this. No, this one. This one is actually pretty cool. But the shotgun is the best. Thank you for the $5 super chat. But I swear I gave her treats. I did. I need... Look, what am I at? I'm at 10.6. I need 13.2. Okay, that's going to be at least one more run after this. All right, we're going to get as much gold as possible. I did feed the putty tat. I swear I did. And I'm going to finish this game. You don't understand. I am stubborn, okay? A part of me was like, nah, it's not worth the effort. Then I was like, nah. This game is not going to defeat me. It will not defeat me. That platinum trophy is mine. Okay? The platinum trophy is mine. This platinum trophy is mine. All that gold is mine. I'm gonna get this and... Okay. Right. No left. You know what, Behemoth? That is just too cruel. That is inhumanly cruel. Leftist rants. Oh my God, that's just brutal. But on the other hand, you heard that there's a game on the stop killing games list that's they missed. It's not on the list. It's called Otherland, and Josh Strife Hayes. Okay, I did not know that. So there's a game that is Oh, sounds like fun. I've actually been told Miss Dave for Jewish, so cool. Gimme. There's a game missing from the list. It's called Otherland. Josh Strife Hayes played it. It's actually ridiculously cool, and it's a dead game. You can't play it. It's called Otherland, and it's not on the list. Did you know there's a backup way to play Warframe offline that was made by fans? I don't know. I haven't found the website. There is actually an offline way of playing Warframe. According to this list, there's a offline way to play Warframe. By the way, I liked Anthem. Okay, it was lacking, don't get me wrong. Thank you for the $5 super chat, and thank you for the confirmation. I needed that. See, one person agrees with me. Use the rage, use the anger. Come on. This trophy is mine. I need all the gold. No, but Otherland, nobody's ever heard of this game except Josh Strife Hayes played the whole game, and it was ridiculously cool. And it was cool. It was really, really cool. And it's dead now. And there's a play-to-away war for... Wait, am I good? I can get more melee damage? Okay. Right. And then we go here. And then... Look. It doesn't matter, okay? I just need all the gold. All the gold is mine. Okay? All the gold is mine. Come on, come here. Now you die. We have an anti-Jemima box of syrup. Bottle, jar, or something. Who knows? No, I will not play another video game. I want to play another. No, I am not stopping. I will not stop. 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 Oh God, this is so... Do you not understand how much gold I still need to get this? Do you not understand that? Who? Seriously, come on. I did the platinum for Borderlands 3, and it was nowhere near as annoying as this. I hate you, Randy Pitchford, and I hate you, Sam Winkler, and I hate whoever thought this was a good idea. 330 million gold. And the only thing you can do to run this is stupid chaos dungeons. What am I at? 11. But the Stop Killing Games thing won, and what is going? Okay. What is going on with what's going on with what's his name? Upper Echelon. What happened to him? I will try to. Am I the only one who, like, maybe? I need to check my DMs. I know I have like a million DMs. I just... What is New Tales? Oh. No, that's boring. Why would I play New Tales from Borderlands? That is ridiculously boring. That's just like story. I don't play those games. Those games are boring. They don't get to kill stuff. One person was telling me I needed to play like... I was like, nah, that's no killing. Come on. Oh my god. On the positive side, you do not lose money when you die. No, there's no way the writing is worse than Tiny Tina. Nothing could possibly have worse writing than Tiny Tina. Tiny Tina is worse than the Borderlands movie. And the Borderlands movie was really stupid. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of the aesthetics were pretty cool. It was cool to see it in a movie form. But the characters were horrifically bad. Like, who sat down and was like, yeah, these characters fit. You know it's bad when you're going, yeah, I'm glad my favorite character is not in this movie. I like Dr. Zed. And you know what? I'm glad Dr. Zed is probably not going to be in Borderlands 4. Okay? You know it's bad. We're in a state where if somebody were to come to me and say, hey, we're making a Destiny TV show. You want to know what I would do? If somebody came to me and said, we're making Destiny into a TV show, I'll start crying. Okay? Flat out, I will start crying. Okay? Like, we're in a world now where all of our... If somebody came and was like, hey, we're going to make this movie, everyone's like, please don't. Can you imagine it? We're in the state where if somebody offered to make a TV show based on one of your favorite fandoms, your response is not, I'm so excited. It's, please don't. I'm begging you, don't do that. Like, just for real. For real. We're at that point. Why am I getting less gold? I was making over 2 million during these runs. Now I'm getting like 1.3. Okay, 11.7 out of 13.2. No, 1.2. Right. No Destiny show. No Destiny show. No. I have not heard anything. No Destiny. Do not touch Destiny. Do not make anything connected to Destiny. Leave Destiny alone. Stay away from Destiny. Do not touch Destiny. No more. No. You've destroyed Destiny as it is. You've destroyed the lore of Destiny. You don't care about the characters of Destiny. No. Do not touch Destiny. Leave Destiny alone. No. Oh my god, no. Wait, you know, I forgot. I should have named this live stream, Alyssa Mercante is a see you next Tuesday. Because according to Alyssa Mercante, if you talk about her during a live stream, you make a lot of money. And so I wanted to prove that wrong. So if I were to talk about Alyssa Mercante, am I going to make like thousands of dollars or something? Yes. Absolutely 100%. Thank you for the $5 super chat, and thank you for understanding. Fanny, you get it. That's 100% true. Absolutely, perfectly worded, 100%. That should be my new channel name. Should be 100%. Yes. Perfectly accurate. What's the point of playing a video game if you can't kill everything in it? Just tell me that. What is the point? Video games exist to slaughter everything in them. Okay? It's funny because I wouldn't kill a fly in real life. But no, that's what video games are for, okay? As many guns as possible, as much ammunition as possible, as much magic and bullets as possible. That is the point, 100%. Do not touch Destiny, though, because you're going to destroy it. You already messed with Destiny. No. Do not touch Destiny. Absolutely not. No. No, nobody, do not, no, I do not trust anybody with Destiny at this point. No, nobody make anything connected to Destiny. Just leave Destiny alone. Put the Destiny down and do not touch it. I want Bungie to go broke and bankrupt for one reason. I want them to just stop, okay? Stop making everything Destiny. You cannot be trusted with Destiny anymore. That's it. If Bungie were to go broke, then we wouldn't have any more Destiny. At this point, kill it. You know what? Kill Destiny. Be more merciful. You know what? Have mercy and just take it out back and shoot it, okay? That's it. Just kill off Destiny at this point. End it. That is the merciful thing. So no, I'm in full support of killing an IP. Quick, fast, and get it over with. Just end it right there. Headshot Destiny. Okay? 100%. We do not need to make it linger anymore. No. What's happening to Destiny is a crime. It needs to end. Okay? This should get me up to 13.2. So if I do this one more time, I should get up to 13.2, 13.12. So now, kill the IP. 100%. I am fully behind you on that. Guaranteed, yes. Please, for the love of God, just do it. I can't take it anymore.
You were short work.
100%. I am with you on that. Okay? Absolutely. No argument from me. Kill it. End it. Just. I fully agree with you. Leave Destiny alone. Just end it now. I 100% have no problem with Bungie going broke at this point if it means Destiny is just done with. I do not like watching them, like, just torture my boy. Okay? Which, by the way, okay, I should have renamed this live stream. In fact, you know what? Let's see what happened. All right, let's just do it. All right, I can rename it. All right? I'm going to be like, okay, edit. Okay? Instead of testing, it's now called Alyssa is a see you next Tuesday. All right? Okay, I've updated it to call it Alyssa is a see you next Tuesday. Okay? Because according to her, you make thousands of dollars if you criticize her. Okay? So Alyssa, you're a see you next Tuesday. For the love of God, just stop. You are a bully. You are a horrible human being. You trying to dox people. Your buddy Airbag is a horrible human being. You are just I agree with you, Alex, about Star Wars 2. Just stop. Leave every one of these IPs alone. Just enough. Doctor Who, Star Wars, Star Trek. Just don't touch them. You cannot handle the responsibility that is Doctor Who or Star Wars or Destiny or any of it. Just don't. Leave it alone. No, I cannot. All right? So Alyssa, you genuinely, I watched Endymion, I watched Smash JT before your name ever came into existence, and I cannot wait until you lose this lawsuit so that we never have to hear your stupid name again. The fact that your buddy Airbag was sending people to go to Smash JT's wife's job and criticize her is just awful. You are a disgusting, garbage human being who should never work in video games again. We don't like you. Do you really think even if you won, anybody in gaming is going to be like, oh, Alyssa, we love you? No, every one of us hates you. All gamers despise you. There's absolutely nothing you can do that will make anybody like you anymore. You are a bully. Your buddies are all bullies. You're just nasty. You're a nasty person, Alyssa. I vote you move to Alaska. Oh, I did that on purpose. Wait. Okay, now I got it. Now I got it. That's awesome. Okay, now I got it. That's awesome. That is awesome. So to like see you next Tuesday. And, oh, that's why they say. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. She's a horrible person. The way she's the bully. I miss when we did not have to keep hearing her coming up. I prefer when Smash JT talks about video games and not you. I used to watch Smash JT before all of this nonsense happened. Okay? And also that game Creature Kind with the Muslim. Do you idiots know anything about Islam? Like, I've posted multiple times on X asking them to remove the quote-unquote Muslim character from your stupid video game because you don't know anything about Muslims. Look, I'm too busy playing video games to pay attention to Americanisms, okay? I am too busy playing video games to pay attention to anything else, okay? Okay? There's too many bad guys in video games that need to be killed with guns. Which, by the way, Destiny does have the best first-person headshots. I like that video from like where he's like, boom, headshot, hands are shaking. Yeah, yes. Like, what does she expect is going to happen if, on the rare chance that, which is probably unlikely, she wins this? Which, honestly, if I were the judge, the first time these came back and forth, I'd be like, you guys need couples therapy to joke around, because, my God, Alyssa, he's married. He's not going to sleep with you, honey. We get it. You're obsessed with the guy. He's not going to sleep with you. Sweetie. I'm sorry, but he's not interested in you. Most of us don't like you, Alyssa. I don't like you either. I don't like you, Alyssa. I've been to Temple. It was pretty cool. I've also been to different Christian services too, which was pretty cool. But so Alyssa, where's my thousands of dollars that I'm supposed to be making for mentioning your name? I mean, according to her, I'm supposed to be making thousands of dollars because anybody who mentions her just milks her. Nah. Nobody likes you, Alyssa. Nobody in gaming likes you. I don't like you. Alyssa, Mina doesn't like you. The cat doesn't like you. Okay? The cat. The little kitty cat. She don't like you either. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Oh my God. As Alyssa Mercante follow. She thank you for, as Alyssa Mercante. She has no melee skills. She has no game skills. She has no skills. She would be like unable to she has no aim skills. She sucks. She's not cool, and she's a mean person, and she's a bully, and how is it? I don't know. I'm just... It's like she's in the middle of everything, and I'm tired of her. I would rather people focus on gaming. I've watched Smash AT. The only thing I would say is get timestamps. Look, I need this, okay? You don't understand. I need this platinum trophy, okay? This is the first one I'd have gotten since I started this quest, thanks to Hypnotic, of going after it, okay? I need it. I need it. I need it. No, well, just all the online stuff should stay online, all right? It just stays online. You don't go after someone's boss. You don't go after someone's job. You don't go after someone's employer. You don't dox them. You don't put their addresses online. That's like the unspoken rule of the internet, okay? You don't do that. You don't go after somebody's wife or husband who has nothing to do with it. You don't go after that wife or husband's job. But no, these people don't seem to understand that. On top of that, there's no nuance, okay? There's no nuance in anything, okay? They don't understand. That's one of the reasons why I don't have any flags in my bio, because every one of these flags or whatever, right? There's no nuance to it, okay? You put one in your bio, it's like the extreme. So it's like, no, I'm not on the side of any extreme, okay? Especially when it's things that have been, like, there's more nuance to it all. Okay, where it's like, okay, if you side on this, then you hate this. It's like, no. There's no nuance. There's no thought. It's like blind black and white insanity to it all. But the rule of the internet has always been: you do not go after someone's job. You do not go after their home. Don't go after their kids. Don't go after their family. Even if it's the person, you don't go after their job. Okay, that's just the unspoken rule of the internet. You don't do that. And Alyssa and all her buddies people have lost their jobs for saying stuff you don't like. And the thing is, like, Smash didn't even just said his wife is a cancer nurse, right? And, like, a phenomenal woman. I mean, I don't know how she does what she does, right? He didn't post where she works either. You dug it up, found it out, and then you went after the guy's wife's job. Like, that's just disgusting. You don't do that. Like, I've said I work in retail. I've never said where I work. That's like somebody finding me, posting pictures, and then going after and going to my boss, all right? That just breaks the rules of the internet. You may not like what I say, but you don't go after my job. That's just how it is. Anita Sarkeesian? Or, yes, because you realize that nobody cares about her. She has nothing of import or relevance or care. Gamers hate her guts. Just Alyssa, go the way of Anita. Nobody liked Anita, and nobody likes you. Honestly, I like you less than Anita Sarkeesian. At least Anita Sarkeesian really didn't go after people. I mean, am I wrong? I don't think I remember. I don't remember Anita ever going after anybody's personal, like, job or anything. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't remember that because that was just like an unspoken rule of the internet back then. Whereas Alyssa is friends with people and goes after people's personal lives. Like the fact that she contacted Smash's wife. Come on, there we go. Kinda is. Like, do you know she complained about the fact that female guardians sit differently than male guardians in Destiny? Like, I despise them all. I despise what they did to gaming. Anita has done so much harm to gaming with this whole feminism garbage. It's not even real feminism. Going after women. And just going after video games. Yeah, Frost, she shut up immediately. After she made the stupid mistakes, she shut up and we haven't heard from her. We haven't heard from Frosky at all. Smart. But this stupid lawsuit that I can't... If there's one thing, though, that lawsuit has taught me, is just how ungodly broken our legal system is. This has been going on for over a year. No wonder... Who would have guessed it? This lawsuit has been going on for over a year. Any sane lawyer would have taken one look at it and went, this is retarded. And dumped it immediately. Why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? Look, the moment you tell me, like... What's going on with Upper Echelon Gaming? I saw that video. Well, I didn't watch his video. I watched somebody commenting on it and played his whole last video. And it's like, what has happened to him? Is that... First off, thank you for the $10 super chat. I appreciate that. I think the first thing I would do before I even do any changes to Destiny is to change Bungie. That's my first thing. I've said this before. We need to change Bungie first. The problem with Destiny starts with Bungie. And what made me realize that there's a problem with Bungie is listening to an interview with Marty O'Donnell from... This is going to take a couple of minutes, so my apologies. I noticed what you said, Alexia, but let me just... I saw an interview with Marty O'Donnell on Side Scrollers, and in the interview, Marty O'Donnell was talking about how the world at Bungie, the culture at Bungie had changed. And you can see the cultural changes at Bungie reflected in the game. The qualities of the game, because it's not the same Bungie. So, for example, he said that when he used to work at Bungie, their motto used to be... Their motto at Bungie used to be, we make games we like to play, right? Now their motto is something like, we make games that build friendships and social communities and all that BS nonsense. No. So you're saying you don't make games you like to play. Their motto used to be, the other one was, don't make us kick your ass. Marty O'Donnell mentioned that at one point when he used to work at Bungie, if they used to have like employee events or stuff, what they would do is they would toast to us and those like us. That whole mentality of us together making is gone. So I would change the atmosphere at Bungie, and the way I would do it is this. All right, the first thing I would do is I would bring every single employee, everyone. It doesn't matter what you do at Bungie. I would have you come into my office, and I would ask you this question. Because one of the big problems with Destiny 2 is that you are neglecting Destiny 1. You have the lore is broken. You have completely ignored and broken the lore. You don't care about what came before you, and you're hiring people to work at Bungie who don't even like first-person shooters. Working at Bungie is a privilege. You get to work for Bungie, one of the greatest video game developers ever. It shouldn't be based on identity. You should want to work there because you love what Bungie makes. Not because it's just a job. It should be like, I like what Bungie makes. So the first thing I would do is I would invite every single employee into my office. And my question would be, have you played Destiny 1? If the answer is no, you have two options, okay? You can either get 30 days paid leave, and you get to play Destiny. You have to play through the entire Destiny. You have 30 days to level up a character to level 40 and light 400. In addition, everyone who agrees to this 30-day level up to play of Destiny 1 will form them into fire teams, all right? So you'd have teams of 3, and then they would double up into teams of 6 to do the raids. You'd have a whole paid month Now, if you're a real gamer who loves first-person shooters and video games, regardless of what department you work at in Bungie, okay, this is a dream come true. Like, I was talking to a colleague of mine, okay, and I'm like, can you imagine, because at first she didn't agree with me, and then I'm like, can you imagine, your boss comes to you and says you have 30 days to play, paid leave to play a first-person shooter. Most gamers would be like, oh my God, yes, please. All right? So that's the first thing I would do. Every person, if you, on the other end, if you say, no, I don't want to play Destiny 1, you're fired. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. Flat out, you have to play Destiny 1, and you have to finish it. And then, you'll watch YouTube videos because it's no longer playable, the beginning of Destiny 2. You need to know the lore of Destiny 1. You need to enjoy Destiny 1. If you're going to be making Destiny, okay, 2, you have to have played Destiny 1 and like games like Destiny, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing I would do is, you know those stupid DEI clubs that everyone has? I've been called a racist and a sexist and whatever because I said eliminate them all. Get rid of all of them. Get rid of Black at Bungie, Latinx at Bungie. It's not Latinx, but that's what they call it. Pride at Bungie, Women at Bungie. Every one of those stupid waste of time clubs, get rid of them. If you have time to interact with a Women at Bungie club, yes, that's why I'm saying, if, at this point though, Halo isn't what, you have to at least have played Destiny. First-person shooters are what made Bungie Bungie. So if you're not working at Bungie and you don't like first-person shooters, you don't belong there. So like I said, this will clear out, what this will do is it will eliminate the people who are there for DEI reasons, for just greed, for stupid reasons. If you say no, any real gamer who loves first-person shooters, who hasn't played Destiny, and is told you have 30 days, hell, we will even give you a console to play Destiny on, okay, and you're given 30 days paid leave to play Destiny 1, anyone who actually likes first-person shooters will be like, oh my God, I love it. On the other hand, if you are one of those people who shouldn't be working at Bungie, and you're like, nah, I'm not going to do it, then yeah, you don't deserve to work for Bungie. You have 30 days to bring a character to level 40, light 400. And we expect a certain number of exotics. We want you running the raids. Every raid needs to be run. Every nightfall needs to be run. You need to play Destiny for a month. And like I said, we're going to form fire teams with people who haven't played Destiny. And you're all going to get together every day. You're going to come into the office and you all play Destiny together. Okay? So that's part one. Part two, like I said, you get rid of Pride at Bungie, Women at Bungie. If you have time to hang around in some stupid club called Women at Bungie, why are we paying you? You go to work, you go on the clock, you work. You don't hang around at Black at Bungie, Latinx at Bungie, and whine and complain. No, you hang out with your colleagues. It's all, you are at Bungie. You don't hang out just with the women at Bungie. You don't join some stupid women at Bungie. You're replacing every one of those clubs with the following. Hunters at Bungie, Titans at Bungie, and Warlocks at Bungie. And that's it. If you start whining at me, where's my pride at Bungie? Then you know what? Don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out. You don't belong here. You're either a Hunter, a Titan, or a Warlock, or you're out the door. Okay? Even if you're working on Marathon, you're playing Destiny, because they're both first-person shooters. I think it is, right? It is a first-person shooter. You are either Hunter, Titan, or Warlock. If you go running to the social media or wherever, like, they're anti-LGBT, you know what Bungie's response should be? Screw you, we don't need this. We need somebody who's based, who has their back. At this point, if you are dumb enough to think bowing down to Kotaku or Polygon or all that shit is how you get good vibes, you're stupid. You want to get gamers' attention? You want the respect of gamers? When Kotaku goes running and says, why don't you have Black at Bungie? And Bungie responds with, we don't need it. Gamers are going to respect you for standing up for what you believe in. Anybody who complains about the lack of Black at Bungie, Titan, whatever, you're fired. Okay? Period. That's how you start fixing the culture at Bungie. You focus on Destiny and Marathon. You focus on the video games. You focus on that culture. Where every week you have raids together. Where you focus on forming not women at Bungie, person at Bungie. People at Bungie. You're a Bungie employee. You're not a woman at Bungie. You're a Bungie employee, and that's all that matters. You're a hunter, a titan, or a warlock at Bungie. You're a guardian at Bungie. You're an employee at Bungie. It doesn't matter what your identity is, and if you start using your identity, then we're going to fire you. You need a much stricter policy of, I don't give a crap what you identify as, okay? If you do your job good, we'll keep you. Okay? That's how it should be. And that's how you fix it first and foremost. Because you want to know one of my biggest problems with Destiny is the fact that you completely neglected the lore. You don't care about the world you created. So why the hell should we care about it? Why is it that Mylan Games dumped Destiny lore after 10 years? Because you couldn't keep it. Somebody's telling me all the lore is just like folklore. Okay? And it can easily be changed. You want to know something? Lightfall, the city of Neamuna, I could have easily come up with an in-lore explanation for the existence of Neamuna. There would be no Cloud Striders, but I could have come up with an explanation for the existence of Neamuna that would fit the lore. That is so simple. You want to know how Neamuna fits the lore of Destiny? It's a city from the Golden Age that has collapsed. And while the Guardians and the Tower know about it, they thought the Cabal didn't know about it, right? So they're like, the Cabal have discovered Neamuna. It's an abandoned city. There's no one there. That would explain why there's no people. Their brains are upkept in the computer, but they need to eat and all that BS. No. It's an abandoned city from the Golden Age that collapsed with the collapse, right? And the Cabal have found it, and they want to steal the remaining Golden Age technology, and we need to stop them. No Cloud Striders, no people in the computer, none of that, okay? That would have fit the lore perfectly fine. You want to know how Bungie could have gotten people's positive attention? You want to know how? For June, instead of the stupid rainbow shit, they could have gone with my idea, which would have brought back a lot more people if they'd actually done it, which was Veterans Month. They make armor pieces based on military uniforms. Okay? Like combat gear. You take like army infantry and you modify it into a Destiny aesthetic. And you sell camouflage shaders. Not these pride shaders. No, camouflage. And you say that a portion of every sale goes to help veterans. More Destiny players care about veterans because most of them are men. Every single person I've mentioned this to has said they either are a veteran or they know a veteran. That would have made them, I would have gone back. I've never bought any armor from Destiny 2, but if you brought in armor that looks military-based and the money goes to help veterans, I would have spent money on that easily. I would have gone back. I know people who would have gone back after over a year of not playing Destiny 2 if Bungie had done that. Because it shows that they care about, even if they don't care in-house, it shows they're paying attention that nobody cares about pride anymore. Okay? It's like the Ubisoft thing. Everyone is saying Ubisoft doesn't really care about men's mental health. Yeah, maybe they don't internally, but they're paying attention to what their community is saying. They know that gamers are fed up with pride. It shows me not that you don't care, that you care about it. It shows me that you care about what people are saying. Okay? That's how you do it. For July, where's the red, white, and blue shaders, Bungie? Where's the red, white? You're an American company. No one internationally would have blamed you for red, white, and blue shaders. American flag stuff. None of it is partisan. It's not Republican or Democrat. It's you're an American company. No one would blame you for putting American flags and red, white, and blue shaders in Destiny 2. The same thing with Halo. Why do you have Disability Pride Month with goddamn pride stuff from the month before? No. Put red, white, and blue American flags, and I bet you people would be coming back. And then you put a portion of that sales, again, to help veterans. Veterans don't get enough help. But no, you're so out of touch and tone deaf. That's how you first fix Destiny 2. You start paying attention to what's going on with your actual community, not the entire thing. And you fix what's going on at Bungie. You get rid of the people who are so caught up in fan fiction and identity politics. Why is Osiris and Saint 14 a couple? Has nothing to do with the lore. In fact, the fact I thought they were friends was the lore. No, they didn't care about each other at all. They changed that in the comic. Apparently, they had a very professional relationship. They weren't even friends. Why are Osiris and Saint 14 a couple? Because some guy who's caught up in fan fiction used to dream about them as a couple got a job at Bungie. And of course, nobody told him, no, you moron. No, because then he starts screaming, you're anti-LGBT. No, it's the lore of the game. You want a gay character? You have a great gay character in Destiny 2 that everyone ignores. Devram K. No, but apparently now 75% of the characters in Destiny have crazy-ass sexualities that nobody cares about. So no, that's how you do it. You start paying attention to the fact that the majority of people who play video games, I hate to say, you may not like it, are chuds. People who are based, who don't give a damn about your identity, don't care about any of that stuff, and just want a good video game. Who are just tired of it all, and I hate to say this, Bungie, who plays Destiny 2? The majority of the people who play Destiny 2 are straight white men. Or just straight men. That's your audience. That's the majority of your audience. You don't change your game to fit the minority. You keep it because the majority of the people who play first-person shooters are straight men. And that's what you make your game for. And the people who like those games, like me, I like the male fantasy game. I like the game where you're shooting and being a hero and acting like I get the male fantasy. That's what I like. Men play Destiny 2. And you don't want to accept that. And that's the problem. So that's how you fix Destiny 2. You fix the culture first at Bungie. Once you fix the culture at Bungie, you'll start to improve the game. Because you'll get in people who are passionate about Destiny and first-person shooters. Not some woman you hired because you need to fill a female quota. Oh, we're proud of our writing department at Bungie because it has a larger female employee count. No. You hire the people who care about Destiny and first-person shooters. And yes, that's going to primarily be men. And if you don't like it, then get the hell out of Bungie. If you don't like the fact that 90% of employees at Bungie are male, then you do not belong at Bungie. Period. You need to accept who plays Destiny 2, and you need to focus on that audience. And if you don't like it, leave. And that's the problem. That's how I would fix Destiny. Before I even add anything into the game or take anything out of the game, I would focus on Bungie. And once you fix Bungie, things will start to get better in Destiny 2. You get passionate people who care about Destiny and their audience, because I am so tired of this. You are oblivious that, and when the audience you have isn't the audience you want, you get angry. When you find out that the majority of the people who play your game are men, you get angry. When you find out that the majority of the people who play your game are quote-unquote chuds, all you do is insult them. So they leave. So how many people are playing Destiny 2 right now? Because for the last couple of weeks, it's been like 30,000. A fraction of your player base is back. Everybody I know isn't playing Destiny. I don't know a single person who's playing Destiny 2 right now. My entire clan has dumped Destiny 2. How many people are playing Destiny 2 right now? 32,000. You want to know the peak? 316,000. You are down 90%, Bungie. And this is before, this only goes up to when Destiny 2 came on Steam. Now let's look at Warframe. Warframe actually has a more regular, so they had an 881,500 peak, and they're at 53,000. But they have a more steady player base. Their player base is always consistent. It doesn't usually drop below 40,000. So they usually are pretty consistent with their player base. Whereas Bungie has plummeted and has been constantly plummeting. That's how you do it. That's how you fix Destiny. Then, like I said, the vast majority of the people I know aren't playing it, are out. Like my entire clan, Lord Tachi me, every time he comes in here, I'm like, how's Destiny 2? He's out. The majority of the comments I see are like, yeah, I'm not pre-ordering Edge of Fate. So, I said, I'm you know you probably know more people than I do, so that's it. So that's how you do it, though. That's how you fix it. Because even when they were playing Destiny 2, the majority of the people I know knew absolutely nothing about the story and didn't care about the story. So that's my view. You need to fix it. And you need to start with Bungie. You absolutely need to start with Bungie. You have to start with Bungie. They are not the same. This whole idea of getting rid of the motto of we make games we like to play, that to me was a bad sign. I said, and when you hire new people, okay, because you're probably going to be firing a whole bunch of people. When you hire people for Bungie, right? If the first question you ask someone when you're hiring them to work for Bungie, have you played Destiny? If they say no, thank you for applying. Don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out. If somebody starts a conversation with you with my pronouns are, don't even bother. Be like, thank you for your interest. We're not hiring you. Period. If you ask someone you play, what is your favorite video game? I mean, like I said, if you ask them, the first question you ask flat out is, have you played Destiny? Not Destiny 2, have you played Destiny? Now, if they don't own a console, that's different. You can be like, have you played Destiny 2 from launch? You cannot, no. That's my view on the whole thing. And this is everybody, okay? This isn't just the people developing the game, the people writing the game. No, I'm talking from top to bottom. Accounting, HR, you name it. You have to have played Destiny. And if you don't want to play Destiny, then don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. We're firing you. Period. That is an employment requirement to work for Bungie. You have to have played Destiny 1. That should be the first thing. Because you need to know the foundation of Destiny 2 is Destiny. You need to understand Destiny if you're going to work on Destiny 2. You need to have played it, because that is, like I said, the foundation. My other issue, like I said, I have a lot of problems with the monetization state of the game. But like I said, before I would look at the game, that's what I would do. So that's my view. I don't know what do you think of that, but that's how I would do it. That's how I would fix Destiny. I would start with Bungie. And the thing is, if you don't like, my understanding is, if you don't like sequel, like I said, people tell me, oh well, they've been working on Destiny for years. Yeah, and DE's been working on Warframe since a year before. So if you're bored of working on Destiny, then leave. Give the spot to somebody else. If you don't feel like you can contribute enough to Bungie and Destiny 2, then leave. If you feel the need to insert your particular lifestyle in the game, leave. We don't want it. Nobody wants to hear about it. Nobody wants it. We want to hear about, you know, being a hero and a guardian in the last safe city. We don't want to hear about your real life experiences. Nobody does at this point. Okay? I'm tired of it all. I'm tired of it. So that's my view. I don't know what anybody thinks, but that's how I feel you fix Destiny. That's how you fix it. Bring back the motto. Make it. We make games we like to play. None of this we make games that build community and friendships and la-di-da, hardy-heart. And get rid of all the stupid garbage skins like Doki Doki. Heart whatever garbage. Doesn't belong in Destiny. Just flat out doesn't belong in Destiny. Bring back the old aesthetic for the game. Like, show some respect to the game. No, I think in the long run, that's the first thing you do. You want to fix Destiny, that's the first thing you do. You fix Bungie. I know there's more issues with management level and all of that, but this is how you fix the atmosphere at Bungie. Does this fix the problems with, you know, management? No. But it brings in people who are passionate about the game, who care about Destiny, who know what's going on. You know you're going to be bringing in passionate people who care about Destiny, and that will help. That will definitely help. As I said, they have a lot of other problems, but that is definitely will put them on a better direction. Now, what did I miss earlier? So yeah, and like you said, let me know what it's like and what's the state of the game. But as I said, I haven't bought Edge of Fate. I'm not sure I'm gonna buy it at this point. I'm just tired and disappointed. And honestly, have a good one. Honestly, I'm kind of glad to be out of Destiny 2. Because it means I get to play so many other video games. Like you saw in my library, I still haven't finished Black Myth Wukong. I haven't finished Stellar Blade. I mean, the only game I'm really looking forward to this year is Borderlands 4. And I have very, very low expectations for Borderlands 4. So it's not like... I have very, very low expectations for it. But Enchanted. I mostly at this point, Borderlands 4 is for the gunplay and the gameplay. You know, I've gotten used to playing games where the story... one of the big problems is I'm not Alexia. Alexia really does care about Borderlands. And she knows Borderlands, like, lore better than I do. So for her, if you dismantle and destroy the lore of Borderlands, it will piss her off, right? For me, I am more about... I like Borderlands 2 the most, story-wise. Story-wise, I like Borderlands 2 the most. It's funny, I mentioned Alexia after she leaves, right? I like Borderlands 2 story the most. I like the gameplay in Borderlands 3 the most. Tiny Tina is at the bottom of my list of games. But I'm not as familiar with the lore as Alexia is. Alexa really likes the Borderlands games because I know she was telling me about Borderlands 1. For me, my favorite video game world is Destiny. And so every time I see them breaking the lore of Destiny, it pisses me off even more because I genuinely love that world, and I have like the lore books and everything. And I used to listen to My Name is Bife and Myling Games and listen to their lore videos forever and ever. But eventually when they stopped, what broke me on the lore of Destiny was Season of the Splicer. So up until Season of the Splicer, I was keeping up with the lore for Destiny. Season of the Splicer just killed it for me. So you can see all of these are done, by the way, except for this one right here. See, and I'm at 17. So 13.12. Now I need 14.215. That's what I'm doing. I need to complete this. As you can see, all right, I'm at 18 out of 23. So it's 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18 million now. So what broke Destiny for me is the lore. What broke the lore for me for Destiny was a lot earlier than most people. Most people kind of lost it with the Witness and all of that. For me, it was Season of the Splicer. Season of the Splicer really, really, really pissed me off. Absolutely pissed me off. Because, there's this whole attitude of, Guardians are oppressors, Guardians killing Fallen, all those horrible Guardians, killing the oppressed Fallen. I was like, okay, first of all, obviously you're going in the woke direction, because this whole idea of turning the villains into the oppressed victims is a woke idea. I like the gameplay for Season of the Splicer. I like the thingies. We did what's it called? But I played Season of the Splicer. That killed the lore for me. Whereas, you don't care, okay? How stupid do you have to be to have Saint 14 going on about feeling guilty about killing Fallen? Okay, Fallen, who invaded, and I had forgotten about this, but what's his name? Joker was like, they glassed London. Humanity watched the Fallen glass London. Okay? How much of the planet Earth has been destroyed because of the Fallen? How many millions of humans have died because of the Fallen? How many wars have the Fallen started? How many times have they betrayed our trust? And you can be like, oh, well, that's only one small faction. Thing is, at this point, okay, they made it sound like all of the Fallen are victims and we are oppressors, okay? That whole thing pissed me off because it was like, you don't care about the lore. The only one who questioned any of this was Lakshmi 2, who was killed off, and was killed off screen. I remember the day that season, when the week where, how they did the story weekly, right? I was looking forward to a mission where they're like, the Vex are going to invade the tower. And it was just an overload mission. And at one point I started live streaming that day at 6 a.m. because I thought there was going to be a special mission where you got to fight the Vex in the tower. I thought you'd get to see Lakshmi 2. No, you didn't. Okay? You did an overload mission, or whatever the hell it was called. And in the middle of live streaming, right, someone says to me in the chat, they're like, Lakshmi 2's body is on the floor and you're stepping on it. I'm like, wait, what? I didn't believe, and then I looked down, and sure enough, Lakshmi 2 is just lying on the ground. There's no cutscene for her getting killed off. You did not get to see her getting killed off. We're talking about Lakshmi 2. Okay, I'm no big fan of Future War Cult. I've never been a big fan of the factions in the game. But that doesn't matter. Lakshmi 2 is old guard. She's from the original game. And you kill her off screen. And you just leave her body dumped on the ground. And you do nothing about it. But then you have the audacity to make a whole stupid cutscene of Saint 14 and Osiris giving him the cup of tea. And you're all getting... It's like, no. Okay? You neglected Lakshmi 2. So for me, the first sign, and where I finally started to lose interest in the story and the lore, was Season of the Splicer. That's when I was like, okay, that's it. Now, other people are telling me the comic neglected a lot of the lore. I knew about that, right? But it wasn't as big a deal. It was like, mostly it was Lakshmi 2 was pictured in a section that she wasn't supposed to be. I was like, okay, it was a mistake. Like, I never really considered the comic canon like the game and the grimoire, okay? So for me, what really broke Destiny was Season of the Splicer. After that, things just went downhill. Because, I mean, come on. You turned the fallen into oppressed victims. Yeah, you're going down the woke road. I was like, oh, shoot. You're now doing this woke nonsense. Then you start destroying male characters. Okay? Like the Crow. I liked the Crow. Okay? I actually really liked the Crow. I liked the idea of the fact that he was old. Initially, when people said that there was a rumor that Aldrin Sov was going to come back as a Guardian, I was very angry. Okay, I did not like it initially. I was like, okay, first of all, that's kind of cliche and cheesy. It's like, oh, you killed him off, and then he comes back again as a Guardian. Wow, what a coincidence, eh? How many people come back as Guardians, right? What a coincidence. The guy who killed Kate 6. But then I was like, you know what? He started to grow on me. I was like, it's interesting. He turned him into a whiny bitch. Constantly complaining about how he's older and soft and, you know, oh, how difficult it is and he's suffering. And it's like, oh my God, I could not stand him after a while. That whole season with the nightmares and everybody's just whining, and then they destroyed Zavala, where Zavala was like, he married this woman and they adopted this child and the child was killed by Fallen. And every generation he would go to their gravesite. So he would go to her gravesite after. So the woman dumps him. Okay, the woman who, after the boy dies, the woman dumps him, gets married, and has children with another man, okay? She dies, he goes to her grave and begs for forgiveness. Her children die, he goes to their graves and begs for forgiveness. Their children die, he goes to their graves, and year after year, he's going all the time to these graves begging for forgiveness. It's like, oh, come on, for centuries, Zavala is going around begging these people for forgiveness. The commander of the Vanguard is a pussy. I was like, okay, this is just stupid. The only one in that season who was heroic and faced their nightmares was, oh, golly gee, who would have guessed? Keitel, the woman, of course, because they're woke idiots. So that's what just the whole thing. And then the Witness started to come up, and the Witness looked like something out of Warframe. The Witness looks like something out of Warframe. It's just so stupid. So yeah. They just completely lost me. So that's my whole thing with it. And I feel like, I mean, oh, and then Lightfall. Do not get me started on Lightfall. Oh my God, that was absolute garbage. It broke the lore. Okay. It broke the lore. Which sucked. And it made no sense. For me, the one moment in Lightfall that, other than the fact that the two Cloud Striders were the most annoying characters in existence, what really pissed me off was the moment when they said that they had better technology on Neomuna than the Golden Age. It's like, you do not care about your own lore. Okay? You don't care about... Like I said, if you knew about Destiny and you knew about the lore, you could have come up with a way to make Neomuna make sense. Neomuna, to me, was also the peak of laziness. There are no people in this city. Why? Oh, because everybody's mind is uploaded in the computer. And then they did something stupid beyond words, which made me realize that you need to hire a goddamn doctor to give medical advice, because they're like, even though everyone is in cryo, they still need food. No, they don't. That is so dumb. So everybody's suspended animation and their brains are in the stupid computer because you're too lazy to put people in the city. On the other hand, if you really want a good way that's in lore that makes sense, is that Neomuna was a city that was destroyed during the collapse. And people knew about it. They knew about it, but they didn't go there. Okay? And they find out that the Cabal I mean, because the solar system is still big and there's a lot of planets. But that they find out that by chance the Cabal have come across, or the Fallen, one or the other, the Fallen or the Cabal, come across Neomuna. It's an abandoned, empty city with Golden Age technology in it. And they are there to scavenge it, which is why really the Fallen would make the most sense for them to go after the Golden Age technology in Neomuna. No Cloud Striders, no people, none of that BS. It's a city that fell during the collapse, and it's abandoned. And they haven't gone back because humanity does not have, like, the people and the ability to protect Neomuna. So while they would love to go back to Neomuna and get back the technology and everything, they don't have the resources and the people to protect anyone who goes to Neomuna to find rediscover the Golden Age technology. That would make more sense. But no, it tells me you know nothing about Destiny. You can come up with even more complicated ways that fit the lore, but that's the most basic that came to me on a whim, how to do it. How to make Neomuna make sense. And that's how you do it. Am I wrong? I'm just saying. That's my way of thinking about it, okay? I actually care about the game and I care about the lore, and you just shat all over it. You don't care at all. You're so caught up in your greed and your causes and your activism and your own personal stupid fan fiction that doesn't fit, that you do whatever the hell you want. And that's why I said you want to start fixing Destiny, you start with the atmosphere at Bungie. You bring in people whose priority isn't activism, your priority isn't sharing their queer lifestyle, their priority isn't sharing their fan fiction. Their priority is respecting the game itself. It's respecting Destiny, it's respecting the lore of Destiny, it's respecting the world of Destiny, and focusing on that. And that's one of the problems. Okay? When people don't care about Destiny, and they see it as a cash cow, instead of something where, they have that's why I said you have hunters at Bungie, titans at Bungie, and warlocks at Bungie. Because then they're playing the game. And they care about the game. And they care about improving the game. And they care about the fact that it would need to be involved in the game to care about it. Because these people are so separated from Destiny and so caught up in their activism and their causes and their personal identities and their own personal self-inserts. Micah 10 is a self-insert. There's no way you can tell me otherwise. Micah 10 is a self-insert, and a badly done one at that. Okay? No more self-inserts. All right? No self-inserts, no identity politics, no identity. You stick to the game. Okay? That's how you do it. I'm not calling for Muslims in Destiny 2. I don't want Muslims in Destiny 2. It doesn't make sense. Okay? So that's my view on the whole thing. And that's why I'm saying you need to focus on the atmosphere at Bungie first. You need to get in people who work there, who are passionate and care about Destiny before. And again, like I said, you have problems on the management level. I'm not saying everyone else focuses on the recent firings. I'm not saying it's the firings that's the problem. I'm saying it's the management and efficiency at Bungie. When you find out that the Destiny story sucked because they scrapped everything they did for years before, and the last year had to focus on doing it in 1 year. No, that's why you get it right the first time. And when you get it right the first time, you get it with people who are passionate about Destiny. You get people who care and want to make the game good. So that's my view on the whole thing. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. That's my personal view on it. I don't even know if anyone's around to hear me saying it. But that's my thoughts on it. That's how you fix Destiny. That's how you fix Bungie. That's how you fix it. But they're not going to do that. You know they're not going to do that. They're so caught up in everything else, right? They don't care about anything else. Okay? So anyway, that's my thought on it. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if anybody's around. Okay. to let me know whether I got the point right or not. What they think because I want people to argue with it. I want people to be like, yeah, you're wrong on that or you're right on that. But that's my view on the whole thing. Okay. Like I said, one of the problems, and if I last week I think it was I showed off all my Funko Pops. I have a lot of Destiny merch that at this point I'm thinking of selling some of it because at this point it's like I'm tired of it all. It breaks me to see the state of the game and a game that I cared a lot about. So a lot of people call me a hater. And the thing is, it would be a lot easier if I hated the game or I didn't care anymore. Because if I didn't care, I just uninstall it. I mean, right now on my PC, on my PS5, right? Right on my PS5, I have Destiny. Destiny 2 is on my PS5. All right, installed, ready to go. All the DLC right here. Here it is. Okay. All right. If I hated Destiny 2 so much, I would have uninstalled it ages ago. I haven't played it, but I keep hoping I'll hear something good about the game. That things have gotten better in the game. And I don't trust, and the problem is I don't trust them either. They don't care. As I said, they're so caught up in their activism and their identity politics, and they're like I said, the guy who did Osiris and Saint 14, right? All he cared about was sharing his queer life experiences and his slash fan fiction, instead of improving the game and adding to the story and fitting the lore. All you cared about was sharing your queer life experiences and your fanfic slash fanfic that nobody who's playing Destiny wanted. Like, has everybody forgotten the stupid teacup scene? No, everyone who sees it was just pure. The only people who like it are like a handful of people on X. But people who actually play Destiny 2 are like, what the hell is this garbage? So that's like I said, that's my view on the whole thing. I'm tired. On the other hand, the nice thing about Destiny, not playing Destiny 2, is I can play other video games. And as I said, this is, I'm almost done with this one. This one is just the stupid trophy takes so long. And then I'm moving on. I'm going to get I have a whole list of games from, while I have finished Remnant on Xbox, I want to get the platinum for Remnant and Remnant 2 on PlayStation. I have you know what? See, I need to first kill something and get some gold. So I have a whole list. Let me go find it. I have a whole list of games I want to play. I have like, I think this is it. I wrote down a lot of the I like all these games on the list, and I even started copying down trophies, so I have a list of the trophies. What is it? Let's see, where's my list? I have a whole list, right? Where is it? Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Borderlands trophies. Borderlands 2 trophies. Cat Quest 3, of course, because I have. Look, in my defense regarding Cat Quest 3, right? I have the platinum for Cat Quest and Cat Quest 1, all right? So I need to get the platinum for Cat Quest 3, right? Cat Quest 3 honestly isn't as good as Cat Quest 1 and 2. Okay, Bibina. No, this is my list of Warframes. And, like, I have, like, multiples of Warframes. And I was just, like, trying to see which ones, like, to try to, like, where I have, like, 5 of one part and 7 of another, just selling the extra 2 kind of thing. Oh, you baby, you're stretching? It's around here somewhere. I have a whole list of games I want to play. And it's pretty big. Biomutant is one of them. You baby. Hi, baby. Here's the baby. Hey. Where's my list, baby? Where did I put my list? Here we go. Here's the baby. Say hi. Who's the baby? Who's the baby? Who's the baby, 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 baby? Mwah. 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 Paws. But yeah, I have a massive list of games I want to play. And so one of the nice things, because I heard somebody was saying, where is it? That they were going to be adding more grind to Destiny 2. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do it. If they're going to be making it even grindier than before. And I understand there's like shiny guns now too, which makes me think of Pokemon. Like, oh, I want to get the shiny. It's like, okay. It just seems like, I don't know. Even if it has better perks, it just sounds kind of silly, like the shiny. I have a list around here somewhere. I put it somewhere. I have a list of all the games I want to play, but it's a pretty long list, and you know, it's like all the Final Fantasy games, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy Remake, Rematch, all that. Yeah, so it's like one of the nice things about not getting caught up, at least one of the nice things about Warframe is there's no FOMO. So when I play Warframe, I can go 2-3 weeks without playing Warframe, and I know that even if they add something new to Warframe, right, I'm not missing anything. Alright, they don't remove content. You know, I haven't finished Warframe 1999 because apparently I need to get everyone to like me, which to me is so boring on that Palm computer thing. But there's no fear of missing out on good drops in Warframe. Other than the Nightwave, which honestly, you know, it's not that bad. It's not like there's real no FOMO even with the Nightwave, okay? So it's mostly it's cosmetics, okay? I don't feel like I have to play Warframe every day. Like I said, I haven't played it since May, okay? And then every now and then I'll get into these like spikes where I just binge Warframe for a couple weeks and just play a garbage ton of it and try to catch up on stuff, right? But it's not like Destiny, where it's like if you abandon Destiny for any amount of time, you basically miss out on so much. Like, I'm so behind at this point. Whereas Warframe, like I said, I haven't played it since May. I just logged into to make sure I was logged in on my Switch. But I don't feel like it doesn't feel overwhelming to go back to Warframe after a couple weeks. And so that's one of the things I have to say I like about Warframe. Where it's like, yeah, I'm not missing out on anything if I go away for a couple weeks. Even the Prime Resurgence thing rotates. That whole thing with the Primes where they keep coming back, which I have them all now. I have all the Primes. Okay? So the Prime Resurgence thing, the first Prime Resurgence, which we didn't know if it was going to come back or not, I got every Warframe Prime. Okay? Every single one of them. I had a lot of the Warframes. I had multiple pieces for a lot of the Warframes. So I bought I think it was 14. I bought the maximum number of Regal Aya. And then when you buy Regal Aya, you get platinum. And I used that platinum to buy all the pieces I was missing, and then use the Regal Aya to get the Warframes I did not have. So I ended up with all of the Prime Warframes doing it. Like I said, I bought one bulk, large batch of Regal Eye. It was expensive. Like I said, the Platinum alone was worth it, and I used the Platinum to get... So, like, for example, Mirage Prime. I was missing one piece from Mirage Prime. And so I ended up going on, and I did a lot of trading on the marketplace, got all the pieces I was missing, and got all the Prime Warframes. So it's not like I'm missing anything out. It's not like Destiny. Destiny, again, you miss out so much if you go away for a week or two. And now I've been gone for a couple months. But honestly, at the same time, it's like I said, one of the nice things about it's an addiction. Destiny, especially with the FOMO, it's still there. Where it's like, what am I missing? What am I missing? But I've reached the point where there's just so much stuff to play. Like Claire Obscure Expedition 33. I haven't played that yet. I have that on Xbox installed right now. Like as Alexia said, we still have to play that Split Fiction game. And I want to play Split Fiction with her. She's cool. She's cool. Okay? She puts up with me. If you can put up with me, that puts you kind of on my cool list already, because I'm crazy kooky, okay? I mean, she's got the patience to not go absolutely nuts with me, alright? So, yeah. Right, Poppy? Especially with my cat crazy obsession. Right, baby girl? So, yeah. That's my thing with it. It's like, on the one hand, it's like, I want Destiny. You know what? Part of me's like, you know what? I don't want to do that. I don't want to go through that again. I mean, even this is a short-term temporary grind, all right? This is me, you know, and I've changed my build a few times, so it's added some challenge. And I'm almost done. I have like 5 levels left, and then I'm done. So what am I at right now? I am at 1 million, and I need 4. So by the end of today, I should have level 19. By the end of the week, so by the end of next week, I should have this done. And then I think I might take a break from Borderlands, and I gotta look at my list, because I have a massive list of games that I want to play. Maybe I'll take a break from Borderlands and play, because I'm on a platinum thing. Let me pull up my list. I mean, the thing is, even Diablo does not have, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like even Diablo 4, which I've played it on and off, other than the season ending, which they're pretty long, I don't feel like it has the same FOMO as Destiny. I don't know. Since no one... correct me if I'm wrong, if anybody knows, but I feel like when I've played of Diablo, like, I've never felt the same FOMO as I do with Destiny when it comes to Diablo 4. Honestly, I like Diablo 3 a lot more than Diablo 4. I think one of my biggest problems with Diablo 4 is just running all over the map. Where it's like, I think Diablo 4 would be more appealing to me if the waypoints unlocked. Once you unlock all the waypoints, you carried over from season to season. Because to me, one of the biggest wasted times was running across the map, unlocking the waypoints. Once you... Then, I don't mind redoing dungeons or any of that. My issue is just getting to stuff. I don't mind leveling up again and, you know, all of that. I really like the new class that came with the tiger one. Jaguar one. I can't remember what it's called. But that's my view on it. I feel like that's Diablo 4 for me. But I'm also not good, I've noticed, at like building builds. Like my brain doesn't work that way, where I am having so much trouble building builds, even in Warframe and this game. And now Destiny has more of that whole build thing. You me? You me? Oh, baby. I don't want to feed you because you're not so clingy. You're such a clean little girl. Hi, say hi to the camera. Look at the baby. Hmm? Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Who's the cutie patootie? Hmm? You're such a cutie. You're such a cutie. Yes, you are. Who's a cutie patootie? Who's a cutie patootie? You tell everybody, I'm a cutie. I'm the baby. I'm the baby. Who's the baby? Who's the baby? Who's the baby? Minnie's the baby, right? You're the baby. Hmm? Who's the baby? Who's the baby? Say hi. I'm the baby. I'm a pretty baby. Yeah, you're up here also. There's fur everywhere. I brushed you last week. We're gonna have to brush you again. Look at this. There's fur everywhere. There's fur everywhere. There's fur everywhere. Why is there fur everywhere, baby? It's not your fault. There's fur everywhere. You're a pretty girl. Everybody says you're a pretty girl. Who's a pretty girl? All right, let me just finish this, all right? So I'm glad this stop killing games thing. I mean, I can't sign it, but my understanding is, like, one of the games that in particular that stands out. First off, like Anthem. I actually liked Anthem. It needed a lot of work. I could tell you Anthem, but I beat the campaign on Anthem twice. Okay, I beat the campaign on PlayStation and Xbox. And I played the campaign twice because I was looking forward to Anthem 2.0 or Anthem Next. And then they never ended up doing that. I wanted them to fix Anthem. And so yeah, I want an offline mode of Anthem. So I posted on X, I was like, that gives you 180 days to make a single player mode, an offline mode. Come on. Maybe I should play Anthem tomorrow. Yeah, baby. You want munchies? You want food? You want me to feed the baby? You want me to feed the baby? You want me to feed the baby? Who wants me to feed the baby? Feed the baby. Feed the baby. You want me to feed? Give me a minute, baby. Hi, baby. The thing is, I don't want to feed you because now you're very clingy. And it's so cute when you're clingy. Yeah, baby, you're cute when you're hungry. You're very cute when you're hungry. Yeah, baby. What we got here? We got melee damage. I always like to go for damage reduction. But yeah, this is, by the way, the end game for Tiny Tina. And it is just nasty. It is unpleasant. It is just so bad. All right, baby, let's feed the baby. You want me to feed the baby? Who wants food? Feed the baby? Feed the baby? Yeah, feed the baby. Let's feed the baby. Let's feed the baby? Yeah, you're screaming. Why are you screaming, baby? I gave you treats. You shouldn't be this hungry, baby. Feed the baby? Hey, we gotta clean your litter box. I didn't do it this morning. Yeah, feed the baby? Yeah, you feed the baby? Feed the baby? Let's feed the baby. This box of Meow Mix, let's finish it. This is half of the shreds of tuna. So this was Buster's food, actually. Because you're not a baby anymore. Technically, you're a cat. You're not a kitten. You don't get kitten food anymore. We have a box of kitten food. We're gonna use it, but then that's it. No more kitten food for the baby. I updated your Chewy auto ship because you're not a baby anymore. Who's not a baby? Are you a baby? No, you're not a baby. And your toys did arrive. Your toy did arrive. But so everything going on in gaming, right? Between the Microsoft stuff and the Nintendo stuff. Like, I don't know what I think about it. I mean, a lot of people, like, I for example, I don't have a problem with AI. I do know that it needs human intervention because I have used AI in writing. And I tell you, it definitely needs human intervention at the moment. But a part of me is like curious to know, you know, one of those game types that requires a lot of, what would an MMO be like where you throw in, I mean, an AI component? Can you make up for the amount of content you need for an MMO, like Destiny 2, for example? You will definitely need people oversight, but I wonder, for example, like if I were to go onto Grok right now, I'd be like, hey Grok, give me an in-lore reason for this. Would they have done a better job for Neomuna than the idiots who did do Neomuna? Like, as I said, I don't think AI at this point is capable of handling things by itself. But I'm not one of those people who, the moment I see the word AI, go, yeah, well, I'm not buying it. I think that, like I said, it needs oversight, at least right now. But you can probably do the same job with a fraction of the number of people with AI. But I'm not like, oh my god, they did AI and so it's automatically bad. Because I know I'm of the mindset of you can try and regulate it all you want. It's here and it's not going anywhere. So you might as well prepare for it and be ready for it. So like all the voice actors, for example, where it's like you need to prepare for it because yeah, it's like when cars and you know when computers came out and they replaced typewriters and women who were doing secretary jobs and typists were losing their jobs because of computers. It exists. It isn't going away. And instead of ignoring it, you need to learn how to use it and help it add to your job. As for the voice actors, from what I've seen from Hirohei and just my own personal experiences, I don't know anymore. I have a bias against that. I'm just nasty. But like I said, I'm biased and I know, but I just have had I've tried being nice voice actors and they were just nasty to me. Very, very nasty to me. Like, and they seem like something really entitled. And the thing is, with gaming, and multiple people have pointed this out, in gaming, most people don't know or care who the voice actor is. You can easily replace it and no one will know. I don't think, again, I think that will eventually happen, but not yet. But as much as, the thing is, you're not going to, demanding it not be used, this is like a short-term thing. It's inevitable. It's like when they got replaced horse-drawn carriages with cars. And you're like, no, we need to make laws that ban the use of cars. And it's like, yeah, it's inevitable. It's going to happen. You may not like it, but it is inevitable. And that's just how it is at this point. The technology exists, and they're going to use it. And I agree with, like I said, I'm on Neon side from Clownfish TV, where he's like, yeah, you can see his view has changed over time, where he's like, yeah, you have to accept it. AI exists. Putting it in contracts that you can't use it isn't gonna last. You really think saying no AI or saying, nah. Eventually video game developers are gonna be like, what is worse, using AI or dealing with people whining about us not using AI, or dealing with people, and it's going to be like everyone is going to be using it. I bet you, like I said, I think it was Neon who said that most of these people are already probably using AI and just not telling you. Because if you really wanted to use it and hide it, you could probably hide it too. People are being lazy about it, but like that's why I said there's a human component to it. Smart people will figure out how to use AI constructively. I mean, come on, look at these characters. Wouldn't it be cool if you could like have AI generate NPCs that are different looking and have different words, and like the potential that AI has can make video games pretty awesome. Because, like, in gaming at least, yeah, making dynamic conversations. Where, you know, the NPC's words change based on your responses. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So people don't like to hear it, but yeah, I don't think it's going away. AI is definitely not going away. It's going to get better, and it's better to be prepared for it coming than to deny it. That's the thing. You can't just be telling yourself it's not going to happen. You need to be prepared that AI is coming, and that's the thing. Funny thing. But seriously, whoever thought that this trophy is a jerk, and it's just ungodly, like, amounts of grind for this. And I've reached the point, like I said, where I hate grind. But I'm also ridiculously stubborn, so I'm not going to stop until I get this trophy. I'm so close now. I mean, I'm at 19, so 18 out of 23. Anyway, I think I'm gonna head out then. I just want to know what people think about how to fix Bungie. I genuinely want to hear what people think, so comment down below when you hear my ideas on how to fix Bungie, what you think. Because I think, like I said, I think it really comes down to first fixing the culture at Bungie. Because even when they had the lousy management, they still managed to make stuff that people liked. Like, it wasn't perfect, but it was still... I don't think Destiny has been in as bad a shape as it's been in the last couple of years. And you've just descended... People are tired. I know, I'm tired. And I mean, Alexa says she knows people who are playing it. I don't know anybody in my player group who's playing Destiny 2 anymore. Like, nobody's playing Destiny 2. And they're just fed up. And they're like, to hell with this at this point. Where it's just like, you gotta be kidding. You just finished this run off. So I'm at like 2 million and I need 14.2. So it's like 6 runs after this. But I'm gonna go grab something to eat and take my scarf off. But I mean, if you're watching this after and you have any other ways, shortcuts on how to do this better and more efficiently, let me know, because I have 1 week left. That's it. I'm giving it 1 more week to get this done. And then I'm gonna play, I wanna play other stuff. I'm getting really tired of this. And I swear, if Borderlands 4 has trophies like this, I'm gonna be pissed. I mean, this one, I'm sorry, I don't think any of the other Borderlands games has had this level of trophy grind as this one. This is just... Because it's one thing to be expecting a lot of money for a trophy, like a lot of gold for a trophy. The problem is you also make so little gold in game as well that, like with Borderlands 3, this would have taken a fraction of the time. On top of that, Borderlands 3 is has better quality of life stuff. A lot of people don't know this, but or aren't aware of it. Like I've spoken to, Borderlands 3 has this great thing where you automatically sell loot as you pick it up. So you set a rarity, right? I have it set at blue, and every time I pick up a blue item when I play Borderlands 3, it automatically sells it. And the money just goes straight into my... I don't even have to go to like a vendor. So here, I'm missing out on so many sales because I'm not... I can't. Like, I don't... There's no vendors. So all the whites I leave behind are probably worth thousands in gold, but I just... limited space. And my backpack is at maximum. And my like pickup lost items one is also at maximum. The one that's left is the bank. So like my vault. So like every time I... There we go. Let's see it, right? So, 26 minutes, 1.56 million, and that's not including the sales. So 1.56 million, which is odd because I was getting a lot more than that before. Then we sell all of this. Even this, I don't care. I'm just selling it all. So 2 point... Almost 3. So that should get me 2. All right, 2.9. I should probably get up to like 2.2, 3.2 or something by the time I'm done. Now, I was told rocket launchers are the most, you can make the most money on rocket launchers, which I go over here. This barfing bunny thing is also so stupid. I hate this thing. It's like they make this game as inefficient and just as annoying as possible. And it really, like I said, it doesn't even come across as Tiny Tina. However, Tiny Tina, I like Tiny Tina as a character, but this is not Tiny Tina. It's just, I said, it feels like a woke libtard wrote this. I said, I don't even care. I should just grab everything in my bank and just, you know what? I'm going to probably grab it all and just sell it all. It's just that stuff is like a variety of stuff. Different element types. For example, I have found that any gun without an element type really isn't worth it. It's just not worth keeping. So I've sold all of those. Enchanting them increases the value. So for example, right, you see that is worth 9,000. When you enchant it, it goes up to 15. So it does. I don't even care what the enchantment is. I just enchant them all because that like almost doubles the value. The problem is there's no enchanting station. So yeah. Where the bunnies are. So see, I said 3.2, it's 3.295, so it's 3.3 actually. So yeah. It's at a 14.2. It's almost 11 million. So like I said, probably maybe 5 runs. Probably like 5 runs, and then I'll have raised it up another level. Yeah, that would bring me up to 19, which would mean 4 left. 15 million, 16 million, 17 million, and 18 million, and then I'm done. And I'm uninstalling this game and never playing it again. Anyway, I'm gonna go get something to eat. Like I said, if you're watching this after the fact, let me know what you think about ideas on how to improve Bungie. Because, like I said, I know there's a lot of other stuff, like management level stuff, but I feel like the culture at Bungie needs to be fixed first. And that's how you fix it. Comment down below. Anyway, thank you for watching, if you have watched this long. And, yeah.